Hi there, my name is Lucas Morneau. I am from Cornerbrook, Newfoundland and Labrador, and I am the September Artist in Residence for Critical Mass. I guess I'm kind of mostly known for fiber art and for lens-based practices. My practice is situated within social activism. I tend to explore gender performativity and hegemonic masculinity and homophobia and how that permeates within our culture, whether it be in sports, within folklore and traditions, etc. For my residency project, I am currently working on an exhibition called the Queer Newfoundland Hockey League, or QNHL. It's a series of 14 fantasy league teams. All of them use pejoratives used against the LGBT community. So I have teams like St. John Sissies, Pasadena Pansies, Nain Nancy's. I have a series of 14 hand-crocheted and rug-hooked jerseys, as well as some collectible hockey cards. This has been a project I've been working on for over a year now. Thankfully now I'm here finishing the last parts of the project, which happen to be the goalie doilies. For the goalie doilies, I wanted to create face forms that these doilies could either sit on or could be starched to create that classic goalie mask shape. Newfoundland has this mummering practice where men would dress as women and women as men. I was interested in how this form of drag that existed in Newfoundland wasn't viewed as drag, but was just viewed as this tradition. So I decided to take aspects of queer culture and drag and blend them with mummering and Newfoundland folklore and created this persona called the queer mummer. This was my first experience exploring gender performativity within my art practice. It was definitely a catalyst to create this QNHL project. Even looking at the goalie doilies, they also reference mummering. When people are creating these disguises from home, they're usually grabbing whatever they can find. And one of the more common disguises is to take a doily and put it over your face. Some ways that I engaged with the community with Critical Mass was through rug hooking workshops. We had quite a lot of people come out to a little outdoor event where a lot of people learned to rug hook for the first time. And we also had some experienced people come out to be a part of this small community of rug hookers. I myself am from a rural area, and I think working in rural areas is really important, especially when it comes to homophobia. There is this belief that rural areas, rural towns tend to be homophobic in general, which hasn't really been my personal experience. And so a lot of times I like to go into these areas, figure out what the problems are, or just listen to the community and their concerns. Port Hope itself, I think, was a community that stood out for me. It seemed very artsy and accepting, and so it's one of the reasons why I applied to be one of the artists in residence here.